Good evening, everyone at rantfinance.com, and welcome to another edition of Dino's Tech Picks. Tonight is the 3rd of September. Happy Labor Day, and about going on 9 p.m. Eastern. Looking at the S&P Minis again, and kind of a recap of last week. Last Sunday, we hit our high here at 1416 early morning, and then we kind of drifted down all week. If we look at the weekly, we'll see we got that kind of a rounding top going. Had a red doji type week, candle wise. Still in this big channel that we've been tracking, which seems like forever. But we are making lower highs. This 1395 area is really holding. I like this horizontal support here thus far, but with the lower highs, I'm wondering if we get another tap here that'll end up breaking. But we'll see this week. But this little channel here that I've been talking about a lot has been holding for the most part. We have some overthrow. I threw kind of like an overthrow line on here, but you know, we've stayed in check, so to speak, and it looks like we'll continue to do so unless we get some a move out of this channel sometime this week. We should continue to move down and hit the bottom of the bigger up channel late in the week or early next week. But that is a spot I can't wait to see if we ever get it, because this up channel, like I said, has been in play since early spring, but the last time that we tagged the bottom of this was the end of July, so we're kind of due to tag the bottom of it. Don't technically have to, but it would be nice if we did and test this again to see if it's legit. But the longer these kind of patterns hang around, the more probable things don't happen, because it's too obvious, I guess. But that's kind of how I'm looking to play this week. Watch the lower channel here, see what happens when we tag the bottom, and then the plan B would be if this channel breaks to the upside, if we get some action, heading back up to make a new high, then obviously we're not going to tag the bottom of the channel again for some time to come. But this red line, which is the neckline of a bigger head and shoulders pattern that played out earlier this year already, has provided some support. This 1395 some support, and we'll see if these two converging supports here continue to hold us up, or if the lower highs keep pushing us down and we get below, and we'll test this other red line, which is another head and shoulders pattern that played out. This is the neckline extended. We'll see what happens there. The NASDAQ and the Dow, well, I should call this Apple, pretty much a little bit of a rounding top here, but still in the channel. This is a daily view. Same with the Dow, kind of looks like the S&P Minis, rounding top. It's still within the channel. Keeping an eye on this though to see if we continue down this week, maybe tag the bottom, what happens there. Commodities, these are weekly views, but I know a few people at Rant have been keeping an eye on silver and some of the other commodities, and we have definitely have like a little breakout here in silver, so we'll see if this comes back and back test this channel, or if it just continues to move higher. But this is definitely some bullish action going on here in silver. Same thing with gold. I had this as a descending triangle at one time, but I like this kind of a wedge pattern better, with a little bit of a breakout continuation pattern possibly. So we'll keep an eye on gold. And then crude, light sweet crude, haven't looked at this in a while, but this is going back 5 years. Seems like we've got some lower highs here, but we have an up channel, and the might be kind of a rounding top here. I'm not sure, but if we continue up to the top of the channel, that'll be about the same point where we have a descending resistance line here. So it'll be interesting to see if we make a lower high here and then turn down, or if we bust out and make a new high. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. But big picture, this down channel, see if the lower highs continue to hold, and see if we continue to drift down, and eventually tag the bottom of this channel. So that's the play for the week. So feel free to check back in throughout the week. I'll have updates in the daily blogs, and we'll see if we get some clues as to where this thing's going. And until then, thanks for watching.